For years, Alibaba was China's Amazon, a sprawling e-commerce empire. It sells everything from t-shirts to tractors. But now it wants to be something else, the face of China's AI revolution. At its latest conference, Alibaba unveiled Qwen 3 Max. Think of it as Alibaba's answer to ChatGPT, and it's not just a chatbot. The model has over 1 trillion parameters. In simple terms, those are the tiny variables that help AI process data that make it capable of performing complex tasks. Because unlike most chatbots, Qwen 3 Max does not just wait for prompts. It has autonomous agent capabilities. It can take a goal from a human and act on it. Need a code written, a decision simulated, a workflow automated, Qwen 3 Max can plan the steps and execute them for you. And that too with minimal hand-holding. But why does it matter? In AI, size is not everything, but it does count. More parameters often mean more intelligence. So Qwen 3 Max is right up there alongside the likes of OpenAI, Google, and Anthropic. And Alibaba is backing the claim with benchmarks. It ran some tests, and here's what it found. Qwen 3 Max outperformed rivals in certain areas, rivals like Anthropic's Claude and DeepSeek. The Alibaba system beat them, or so they claim. Now, if true, it's no small feat. And all of this has turbocharged Alibaba's shares. Its Hong Kong listed shares jumped over 6%. US shares were 9.3% higher in pre-market trading. After all, the investors love a good growth story. Plus, e-commerce growth in China is slowing. So Alibaba's focus on AI makes them optimistic. And it's not just a new AI model. The tech giant is investing big in AI. We're talking $53 billion over the next 3 years. $53 billion in artificial intelligence. It is the largest tech investment of its kind in China. And that's not all. Alibaba is making its own chips too. AI chips. They were one of the biggest customers of NVIDIA. But then the US imposed chip restrictions. So Alibaba is now trying to cut dependence and make its own chips. And it fits into the global chip war. The US dominates today's AI world. It controls NVIDIA's chips, and China does not want to be left behind. Washington is tightening export restrictions on advanced processors. So Beijing is telling its tech giants, build your own future. Alibaba is creating its own chips and its own large language models. So are the likes of Tencent, Baidu, and Huawei. Because this is the future. The last decade was about who controls smartphones and social media. The next one is about who controls AI infrastructure, and the stakes are enormously high. AI will shape economies and indeed the whole world. The US has a head start, but China has scale and state support. So Alibaba's trillion parameter model is a strategic move. Beijing would love nothing more than for a Chinese company to rival OpenAI or Google. Having said that, there are still some problems. The first one is sanctions. Like I said, access to NVIDIA's top chips is restricted. Alibaba is trying to build its own. But until then, scaling AI will be harder. The second issue is hype. AI investments worldwide have sparked fears of a bubble. So will the returns match the spending? The third issue is execution. Moving from a shopping empire to an AI leader is easier said than done. The fourth is competition. There are others like Baidu, Tencent, and Huawei, and even startups like DeepSeek. They're all fighting for dominance. Despite all of this, can Alibaba pull it off? From shopping carts to supercomputers, it's a risky gamble. But it's a gamble with a massive upside. For now, the US still sets the pace in AI, but China is closing the gap fast. And with trillions of parameters, billions in funding, and a lot to prove, Alibaba has entered this race. We're waiting to see where it lands.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
Stands at $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor
Hindi,
$30 trillion kakaijmo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
4 兆ドル以上も
Portuguese,
por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select the language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.